Well, hello everybody and welcome to my kitchen. We are doing a Facebook Live as part of Customer Appreciation Month, and I want to thank you, all of our customers, for being so amazing, and all the messages that you send, all the words of encouragement. I also love the advice too, and it's nice when you say we need this or we need that. It helps us do our job better, and so we do really appreciate you, all of our customers. So we've been having some fun on Facebook and Instagram and doing some lives from our house, and welcome to my kitchen. And it is not this tidy very often with 5 kids and all the animals. It gets messy, but that's reality and that's life. So it's still not that tidy, but that's okay. It's real. And I hope that you guys are, enjoying being in the kitchen. I've got a couple of questions here that some of you asked on Instagram, so I wanted to read one of them. Stephen, actually this is from Facebook. Stephen said, what innovation over the years at TSC has been one of the biggest changes for you? Wow, I could go on with that one for days. I mean, I could list so many different things that I use daily, but probably one of the ones that we have used most in our house would be my KitchenAid stand mixer. Is probably one thing that I really enjoyed. And also, what else? Well, we'll get to some of the other things that we enjoyed as we go along through the hour, but definitely my stand mixer I love and I couldn't do without. Oh, and by the way, I'm going to be giving away 3 gift cards. I'm going to be giving away 2 $25 gift cards and 1 $50 gift card. At the end of the hour, they will be randomly selected and they will send me the names and I will read them at the end of the half hour. So let's see who is watching. Kathy is watching, Deborah is watching, Danielle is watching, Christian is watching as well. Yeah, see, Christian said, I always talk about I have a splash of red in my kitchen. Yeah, my kettle is red. My KitchenAid toaster over there is also red. So little splashes of red. KitchenAid and Curtis Stone, Carla loves. And Darlene is watching. Susan is watching. Nice to have you guys all here. It is really fun to work at TSC. I have to say we are a really big family, and we look out for each other. And whether they are TSC people who are past or present, we still stay in touch. We get together, and it really is part of a great big family. And I think you guys, our customers, are part of our great big family as well. And we have been so happy to have you, especially the last 2 years. I know it's been tough. And many of you have said that, you've had us on in the background, and I thank you for that. I thank you for all of your messages. I thank you for everything that you have sent us, because equally it's been hard for us too. One of the things that was tough for me during lockdown, and is still one of the things I find tough, is I love having the guests in the studio, and I miss the in-person. So I'm really glad to see guests coming back into the studio and be able to talk one-on-one, because otherwise it's just, I'm talking to a TV screen, and I'm a people person, and I really love talking to the people. That makes it so much easier. Charlene is watching. Teresa is watching. Thank you. Teresa loves my kitchen. Angela is watching. Hi, Tanya, as well. Nice to see all of you guys. All right, I think we should get to our first trivia question of the half hour. And we're going to tell you also about some of the things that I have. Let's talk about Temptations first, because I know a couple of you were asking to see my Temptations collection on Facebook and on Instagram. So I'm going to show you 2 cupboards. Let me see. I think you can see this one. All right. Here is one of my Temptations cupboards. And you can see I've got Old World, I've got Floral Lace, I have Ombre, I even have Woodlands in there. So I kind of have a mix mash of it all. But if you come over to this one, we're just going to turn it that way for you for a second. Here we go. In this closet, this is more of my everyday dishes. I've got the dinnerware. I'm gray and red from Temptations there. And one of my favorite things, and I don't know if you guys use these, but they are the ramekins from Temptations. And I hope that if you haven't picked up on some of these are so amazing. Tom keeps his sugar in it for his coffee every day. It's kind of sitting over there by his Nespresso. But I will take my lunch in little containers, put a lid on, the snap-on lid on it, heat things up in the microwave, portion things out. So they're really super, super handy to get. So we love them. And I'm going to put them back now. Keep my kitchen clean. Here we go. Back in there. There we go. I even have the little ones too. I don't know if you've seen the little ones, but I have the little ones as well. So they are something that I use all the time, and I highly recommend them. Oh, Krisha likes my cupboard. Thank you. It is, you know, it's easy when you have great products and you use them. And I think that with Temptations, they all stack so neatly, and it's easy for me to serve. I would say probably one of the biggest things for me is when I have company over. Doesn't matter what I'm serving, it always looks good because it's in Temptation. So it is something that people have commented on, and I knew I was on the right track when my teenage kids had their friends come over for dinner, and they'd always say, your table always looks so nice. I could be serving them leftovers in Temptations and it looks good, and they think that, you know, they're special, which is I think what you want people to think, that, you know, that you went out of your way when they come for dinner. All right, who else have we got on there? There's Deborah. Oh, Deborah bought the Christmas ones in July. Oh, those are good. The ramekins, they are so fantastic. Spelling ramekins. Yeah, that's a tough one to spell, isn't it? Who else have we got there? Cheryl is there. Oh, Cheryl loves the wine fridge. And we have a whole cellar down in the basement, Cheryl. It's a thing. Then Nina says, hello. Oh, thank you. Thank you for liking my cute kitchen. It's well lived in. It's really well lived in. All right, so let's go to one of the questions that I had for you, a trivia question today. And we're going to pull this up. What was the very first product that I sold on air? Because before I was a host, I was a guest. So the hint is I was a guest. What did I come to TSC as a guest to sell? And that was my first introduction to TSC. Go ahead and answer. I don't know if any of you will get it. I don't know. I'm not sure if you'll get it or not. But what year was it? Oh, dear goodness. What year was it? A long time ago. Charmaine, do the math. 18 years ago? 18 years ago. So that would be 2004? Yeah. 2004, maybe 2003, somewhere in there is when I first came to TSC as a guest. And I think my very first host that I was on air with might have been Deb Spring. I think it was Deborah Spring, who yesterday I was on air with as the host, and she was the guest with Nina Leonard. So funny how the tables have turned. But all right, let's see if anybody is guessing. Oh, thank you, Janet. Thank you, Donna. Elizabeth Grant, Pure. Okay. No, none of those are right. Now, do I give them the right answer? Do I tell them? I guess I should tell you. I was on with an ionic air purifier. It was called Heaven Fresh. And a neighbor of mine was working for the company, and he called me up and he said, Renee, you've done TV commercials and film and big theater. Do you think that you could go on TV and talk about a product? I was like, sure, why not? Brought me over the product. I started to learn about it, and this was on a Wednesday, and I was on air on a Friday. And after I was on air for the very first time, Mike DeCoke was the buyer at the time in electronics and home goods, and he came to me and he said, have you ever done this before? I said, nope. And he said, would you like to do more products? And I said, sure, that'd be great. And the next thing you know, I was doing all the outdoor seasonal, I was doing all the Christmas, I was doing all the gardening, I was doing, you name it, anything that was outdoors or Christmas or seasonal, that was my category, which is kind of what Phyllis and Nancy Boda do now, was where my category was when I first started. And I was a guest for 2.5 to 3 years, and then I became a host. So that's kind of my journey with TSC. So let's talk about other things that are in my kitchen. And one of the questions that I got from one of the Instagrammers was, you like to cook, what is a little tool that you like to use? So let me grab it. It's a little small footprint. but it is my KitchenAid mini chopper. And I use this because I don't like to grate cheese, Parmesan for one, but I don't like to cut onions because they make me cry and it makes me, you know, all runny, and especially if I come home from work and I have a full face of makeup on, not so good with the mascara running down your face. But I use that little thing all the time. I made pesto this past week in it, just some basil in my garden, Parmesan cheese. I used walnuts instead of pine nuts in it, some lemon juice, or lime juice actually, it was lime juice or lemon juice, I can't remember, and olive oil, and I just blended it up, and I even got some tomatoes from the garden. So I made a tomato pesto, and it was so good, so yummy. But anyhow, that's one of my favorite little tools. I call it a kitchen hack because it cuts your prep time down and it doesn't take up a lot of space. So I would say if somebody, you know, really wants to cut down on prep time, don't have a lot of space, that's a great idea, especially for people with apartments, condos, or to just leave it on your counter if you don't want something that's big out on your counter that you use a lot. That's one of the items that I would recommend. All right, let's go to another question that you guys sent to me on Instagram. So Seema wanted to know, this is from Instagram, what is your favorite meal or type of cuisine to eat? I love tapas. Tapas is my favorite, and I think it's so good. Oh, hang on, we're gonna tapas. All of a sudden, tapas is my favorite meal, and my iPad's just doing weird things now. So tapas is my favorite meal to eat, and I like it because it's little bits and little bites of things, so you can get multiple tastes. So you know, I was out. The other night I went to see Anne Juliet with one of my girlfriends, and when we went to see it, we went to tapas beforehand. So we started off and we had some hummus, and they brought out this baked bread. We did a beautiful salad. It was a mixed salad with tomatoes and feta and cucumber. We also had, what else did we order? We had these dumplings. They were delicious in this sauce. So anything like that where you can have little bites and you can taste lots of different tastes, that's my favorite way to eat. That's my favorite cuisine. So tapas is my very, very, very favorite. Probably the favorite country that I've ever traveled to destination-wise was Spain for food because of the tapas. And potatoes bravas is one of my all-time favorite things to eat, and I have that in Spain. So I've got to figure out how to cook it. That's going to be my next thing, is to figure out how to make potatoes bravas. So that, Seema, I hope answers your question. Okay, so here's another trivia for you. Who is the guest that first made me cartwheel on air? Who was the first person to make me cartwheel on air? I've only done it 3 times. But one specific person made me do it first. I've talked about this story before. I'm sure many of you guys probably know the answer to this. I'm going to see if any of you know. Darlene loves her mini chopper. Deborah says she has one too. Danielle says she has a KitchenAid blender. It works amazing. Christian says Rosalie Brown. Steve got it right. Stephen Hardy got it right. Stephen Hardy, yay! It was, in fact, Joan Rivers. And, you know, it was really funny because Joan Rivers, doing my first show with her, we had to be interviewed to actually work on air with Joan when you were a new host. So when you were a host there, you didn't initially get to just go on air with Joan Rivers. And the host manager at the time was this lovely man. His name was Hugh Wilson, and he had reached out to the Joan team, and he said, I think Joan will like Renee because she's musical theater and because I have such a musical theater background. So they sent some clips of me, and Richard Nestor said to me, Renee, whatever you do when you go on air with Joan, just be yourself. Don't be starstruck. Don't treat her special. She wants you to just be you. And if she throws something at you, if she's dishing it out to you, you make sure you dish it right back. And so she likes when you have the banter, and she likes when, you know, you're having fun with her. So my very first show with Joan Rivers, we're on set, and I'm sitting there, and we have a sellout. And she says to me, she says, well, Renee, it's our first time working together. I guess we're really lucky. All right, next thing we sell out, I hear Renee can tap dance. So Renee's going to tap dance if we sell out of another item. So sure enough, we sold out of something, and she makes me tap dance. And then she said, okay, Renee's going to sing. I hear you sing as well. I was like, oh, okay. So Joan Rivers, we sell out of an item, and she makes me sing. Then she says, can you cartwheel? And I looked at her and I said, of course I can cartwheel. And she goes, Renee's going to cartwheel if we sell out of another item. And I looked at her and I said, you are going to get me fired. I said, I can't cartwheel. And she goes, I'm Joan Rivers. If they fire you, I'll have you working at QVC tomorrow. So that was my Joan Rivers story. And yes, she made me cartwheel for the first time on air. Thank you, Joan. God rest her. I love her. I miss her dearly. And she was such a sweetheart in person. I wish you guys could have all known her the way that we did, because she was very caring, very loving, and a really compassionate person. And she used to tell me dirty jokes 5 seconds before going on air. True story. All right. One of the other things that I love in my kitchen is my air fryer. And you guys have heard me talk about my chicken and waffles. I have done air fried chicken with potato chips. And I do it in my caloric, and I'll show you. That is what is on my counter. There it is, right here. So that's what I use. I like it because I like the double French doors. It's stainless steel, so it kind of matches the rest of my kitchen. It's super easy, and I also like it because it's not just an air fryer. It is, well, we do nachos in it. It's got the rotisserie, so if I'm going to rotisserie anything, we do it in there. But I will just heat things up in there. You know, like if you had a pizza on Friday night and Saturday afternoon you wanted leftover pizza, heat it up in that air fryer, and it doesn't taste like cardboard or rubbery. It even works with leftover French fries. And most of the time when you heat up leftover French fries, they are disgusting, but it works with leftover French fries. So that is one of my favorite little items in the kitchen. And I know we did it, I want to say about 2 weeks ago, we did the caloric air fryer, and I hope some of you got a chance to get in on it. I got a really nice comment, I should say, from one of our viewers on that caloric, and she had said to me she was in a wheelchair and she liked it because she put it down on a lower table, and it was easy for her to wheel her wheelchair up and get in and out of it, because you can roast, you can bake in it, you can air fry, you can even dehydrate in it as well. So that's why I love it. Okay, what kitchen appliance can I not live without? What kitchen appliance can I not live without? There's a lot of them that I can't live without. But if I was going to say one, I would say the Nespresso machine. And the reason I'm going to say the Nespresso machine is because my husband, Tom, is the biggest coffee drinker. It's over there. It's over there daily. So that, and he drinks coffee every single day. He's been working from home, and he uses that Nespresso. And I have to say, he has, you know how I have a cupboard of temptations? He has a cabinet of Nespresso pods. It's in his office, so it's too far for us to go look, but he has a whole Nespresso pod cabinet, and Santa Claus brings him new flavors every Christmas in his stocking of Nespresso. And that would be the one thing that we couldn't do without, because if Tom didn't have his coffee in the morning, I don't think he'd be a very happy guy. He needs his coffee, and he'll have several cups a day, and he absolutely loves it. So the Nespresso coffee maker would be the thing that I would say is the item that we just couldn't live without in our house. Well, at least Tom couldn't. I could. I need my KitchenAid kettle, because I know I'm a tea drinker, so I use my KitchenAid kettle every single day. That's my vice, is a lot of cups of tea.
That was supposed to be a question for the viewers, Renee.
I know it was supposed to be a question for the viewers, but I had to answer.
Maybe ask them there.
What is the kitchen appliance that you can't live without? I'm curious. I want to see your answers. What kitchen appliance is your favorite that you can't live without? I want to know. Let's see who we got here. Oh, Carolyn likes jewelry. Oh, Sion just bought his first set of Curtis Stone Durapans. He said, not to be dramatic, but it's life-changing. It is life-changing. It is Sion life-changing. We're going to get to the Curtis Stone pots and pans in a minute because they are on my favorite things list because I also couldn't do without them. We'll get there. We'll get there because I love them. Steve likes anything Dash. Darlene likes her KitchenAid stand mixer. Hi, Patricia. Patricia is watching. Yep, Teresa, Curtis Stone. I could not cook without Curtis Stone. It's the only thing I cook on. Vitamix. Okay, that's good. And then KitchenAid and Durapan with Curtis Stone. That's Daniela. Carla says KitchenAid stand mixer. So a lot of you love your stand mixer. I know. I'm curious with your stand mixers. Do you guys use them more for baking or do you use it more for savory or do you do both? Because I know in our house, I would say I do less baking and more meal prep in my stand mixer. So I will use attachments with it as well, but we do mashed potatoes in it. We do all kinds of things in that stand mixer and bake as well. We definitely do bake as well with the stand mixer. So what else is what else are people saying? Oh, Cheryl likes her KitchenAid stand mixer. Krista likes her Curtis Stone. Janet says her Vitamix for smoothies. Darlene says both. Deborah, savory. Okay, she does savory. Okay, so savory and sweet. Non-appliance Curtis Stone frying pans. I couldn't agree more. Baking, Carla likes to bake with her stand mixer, so does Krista. Daniela says mostly bread and cakes is what they're using their stand mixer for. That's really cool to know. If I did a lot of baking, I would be in trouble because that would mean I'd be eating a lot of it, and I do have a serious sweet tooth. Are you guys salty or are you sweet? What do you like? I'm curious. Is there like a 50-50 split on this one? I'm sweet. Charmaine, are you salty or sweet? Sweet. You're sweet? All right, what do you guys? Are you guys salty or sweet? I wonder if it's a guy-girl thing. If guys, I don't know. I'm curious. Answer. I want to know. Salty or sweet? What's your vice? All right. We have another question, and I'm going to answer this question with one of my favorite things. And this was from INIJTOER on Instagram. She had a bunch of questions for me. And she said, how do you keep your house so clean with the pets and the kids? My house is not clean. It's not dirty, but I will say there's clutter. I think it's impossible when you work full time and when you have that many people coming and going. Now I will say we are down to one child left full time in the house. Now the other kids come and go. They show up. Their friends come over. They leave because all their friends still live in our neighborhood. So we only have one still full time at home, and then we have, of course, the 5 pets. So 3 dogs and 2 cats. And they're always into mischief. In fact, I'm not sure where the dogs are right now. They're being rather quiet. The 2 oldest one, we had a little emergency with the little one, and she is at the vet's right now. So we hope everything is going to be okay there, but Tom is with her. All right, so how do I keep it clean? Here's a secret. This is Hal. I love Hal. Hal is my very best friend. I have Hal set to clean the floor every day at 11 a.m. Every day at 11 a.m., I know that Hal is doing his job and cleaning my floor. And all I have to remember to do is empty the bin when I get home from work. Now, they do have an iRobot as well on TSC that has a docking station that even cleans it for you. That's going to be my next purchase because I love my iRobot. It is one of my favorite tools. I will tell you one of the things that I notice the most, and it's because our dogs don't shed, but our cats do. And I really noticed that my socks are whiter. I have much whiter socks now that I have Hal. And it was actually Tom who pointed it out. He said, like my socks aren't as dirty now that we have the iRobot. And not that, we didn't vacuum or anything like that. It's just that with 3 dogs and 2 cats, between cat litter and dogs coming in and out with dirt on their feet and pets shedding, there's a lot of maintenance to your hardwood floors and your ceramic tiles. So Hal, Thank you, Hal, for keeping my floors so much cleaner, thanks to iRobot. So I absolutely love it. How many of you have an iRobot? Have you guys tried it? And I will be honest, I have an iRobot and I also have a stick vac, and I use them interchangeably. You know, Hal does everyday work. My stick vac, I'm on my stairs, I'm on my mattress, so I do use them both. All right, what brands do you guys want to see more at TSE? I'm curious what you would like to see more of, particularly in the kitchen. Is there something in the kitchen that you would like to see more of? Is it bakeware? Is it pots and pans? Is it appliances? What are the things that you would like to see more of at TSE? Now, I have heard that some of you want more recipes, and I need your help on that. I have got a recipe page, and if you want to post recipes on there, please join my recipe group. We have cleaned it up. All the people who were just posting all of the stuff that was from the internet, paste, cut and paste, cut and paste. We have stopped all of that thanks to Tawny, my friend Tawny, who is a TSE viewer who volunteered to help me with the recipe group. Thank you, Tawny. I love you. You are awesome. And we are asking for your personal recipes. That's what we want on the recipe group, your personal recipes, specifically ones that you use with any of the TSE appliances. And when we do a kitchen show, I'm going to be starting to get you guys, before a kitchen show comes up, to post some recipes, and we may do them on air, or I'll at least share them on air when I'm doing kitchen shows. So please go to my recipe page, become a friend of ours, and share some recipes with us, because a lot of you were saying you want access to more recipes. So let's see what brands you guys would like to see. Ooh, okay, Nina is debating getting an air fryer, and she's been looking at the caloric for the longest time. I have to say, I do really love it. I do love my caloric. It does a lot of things. You can even make toast in it, so you don't even need a toaster. Kristen wants more bakeware. Carla wants cupboard fridge storage options. Ooh, clear containers. Yes, we used to do a lot of that. We haven't done that in a while, and I agree with you. Cupboard organization or cupboard storage is a big thing, and we could definitely have more of that. Anik loves the Temptations. People love Temptations. People love Curtis Stone KitchenAid, so you want to see more of those shows. It'll be nice. Hopefully Chef Curtis will come back to the studio sometime soon. Okay, so speaking of Chef Curtis Stone, many of you were asking about some of my favorite things that I just can't do without. And Sion mentioned it, and a bunch of other people mentioned it. It is Curtis Stone. So many pots and pans, and yes, they are well loved, well used. I have an entire drawer. This is one of my favorites. I love this guy. But not only the cookware, I do also love his bakeware and his sheet pans. So there's a 14-piece set, Curtis Stone set, that you can pick up on, and I would highly recommend, if you haven't tried Chef Curtis Stone, to get that 14-piece cookware set. I've actually picked up some of his sets and divided them in half, so each of my girls got a half a set because they were on their own and didn't need the full set. But I just bought the 14-piece set as a shower gift. I know there's tons of weddings and tons of showers going on right now, so I bought the 14-piece set as a shower gift, and she sent me a text message with her cooking in her kitchen with her new Curtis Stone pot. So I was like, it made me feel good, because I thought, okay, it's a shower gift that she really loves. And so yay, Emma, I'm glad you loved your Curtis Stone pots and pans. Okay, I know this is not on my list, but I also love this. It's the trivet. Do you guys have this? It sits right over your sink. I'll see if I can show you. There, just like that. See, sits right over the sink, and your dishes can go on that as you're drying them. But I have also thawed my turkey on it. I have rinsed my vegetables on it. If you put it over a sheet pan and you are like doing a ganache on a cake, you can pour the ganache and then it goes right through, and then the sheet pan underneath catches it. It's invaluable. You cannot be without that trivet. We absolutely love it. So that is another thing that I really, really love in my house. But Curtis Stone, couldn't do without Curtis Stone. Okay, I've got something so exciting to tell you guys about, but I'm going to make you guess first. So I don't normally work nights, but I am going to be working nights because we have a brand new launch with a celebrity guest that is coming for the home department. I am dancing on the ceilings, excited about this celebrity coming to TSC with their home decor items. Let's see if any of you guys can guess who it is. I'm gonna start looking to see. Ooh, 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 ooh. Anybody? No. Okay, you guys do love your trivet. I know. I love my trivet too. Okay, Nina loves her trivet. Carla loves the trivet. Christian. No, it is not Martha Stewart. I wish it would. That would be fun too if it was Martha Stewart. That'd be really fun. No, it is not Martha Stewart. I gave a clue when I asked the question. Oh, what a feeling when you're dancing on the ceiling. Or my love, there's only you in my life. Did I give it away? At least I hope I gave it away. No, not Rachel Ray, not Debbie Travis, not Kelly Clarkson. Who sings Endless Love? Because I'm truly... It's Lionel Richie. Lionel Richie is coming to TSC in September, and I am like beyond excited that he is coming. And you know, somebody that I think so many of us have watched growing up. You have to take a look at his home decor. It is exquisite. I've been going on his page, and I've been looking at what they sell in the US, and there are some stunning pieces. His towels are gorgeous. His bedding is gorgeous. He's got some little furniture accent pieces that are really pretty. I've got my eye on this little, it's like a little ottoman, and it's kind of velvety and tufted with, oh, it's gorgeous. Anyways, I cannot wait for that to happen. It's coming in September. I think it's around September 13th, I think might be the date. Don't hold me to that, but I think it's somewhere in there when Lionel Richie is coming. So that's going to be super exciting, and I hope that you guys are going to be joining us. All right. Let's see. Oh, okay. I have something else to show you. Don't laugh at me. I know I'm not the beauty girl, but I had to show a beauty item because this is a really weird one, and you know I'm really weird. This is my new secret weapon in beauty. Don't laugh at me. But it goes like this. Put it here. And put it here, go like that, and you smooth it out. Hang on, sorry, TMI. But what happens is now when you side sleep and you roll over, it doesn't allow your skin to compress, so you don't get any V's or any lines in your décolleté. I know. Anybody who is a side sleeper who's getting those lines, you have to get this. Okay, this is what it looks like. This is what it looks like. It comes in this little package. You take it out. You want to save this little piece because when you peel it off every day, and it is sticky, so yes, you're going to peel it off, and then you just set it back on like that, and then you keep it there till the next night. You can wash it. You can give it a good washing after every couple of uses, because you will see it literally exfoliates the skin too. But dramatic. I would say I didn't notice anything. I didn't see the lines disappearing the first night, but I definitely noticed it the second and the third night. I started to see them go, and now it's amazing. I wake up in the morning and those lines are no longer there. It does, you know, it's a little weird when you first try it. I admit it, it's a little weird, but it works like a charm. And I had to share that because nobody else would come on and tell you that. And I'm your girlfriend, and TSC. But and they last for about 30 days. I've stretched mine a little longer. My original one, this is the second one that I've just started, but I stretched my original one for slightly over 30 days. Get them. It's amazing. That's my secret little tip. All right. What else have you guys asked me? Oh, okay. We also, oh, you guys wanted to see the fur babies, but I don't know if any of them are around. Oh, they're sleeping. Murphy. Murphy. Murph. Come here, Murph. Come here, Finny. Yeah, here they come. So this, I don't know if I can lift you. This is Finley Girl. Finley Girl is a golden doodle, and she is 2 3/4. Murph, come here, Murph. Come here, Murph. No, Murphy's hiding. He does not like being picked up. Murphy is an Aussie doodle, and the one that is not doing so great right now is little Marley. She is a Shorkie, and I'll tell you what happened. Murphy is Houdini and can get into everything. And while we were at work yesterday, he opened a cupboard, and they ate an entire box of Raisin Bran. So we are just precautionarily being extra safe with Marley because she's little, and raisins are toxic. So we are being very careful with Marley right now. All right, we want to say thank you to everybody. We are so excited that you were with us on Facebook, and thank you everybody who commented. I mean, there's so many of you commenting today. Danielle likes Home Sweet and St. Clair Bedding. Yeah, okay, Christian, what foundation are you wearing? Your skin is glowing. You know what I've got on right now, to be honest? I have on Emma Som, the her magic foundation. That's what's up, because I don't wear a lot of foundation on my days off. I have mascara and I have Emma Som on and a little lip gloss. That's pretty much it. But it is the magic foundation from Emma Som, and it adjusts. I like it because even if I get a little bit of color, or if I don't have to change the shade of foundation that I'm wearing. It feels very, very light. So there's the answer to that. All right, let's give away some gift cards. Okay. I have the names randomly selected for me. So the first gift card is going to, this is $25. Steve Hardy! Steve, congratulations, Stephen Hardy. Nice to have you, and thank you for asking questions today. We really appreciate you. $25 gift card coming your way. Then we also have another $25 gift card for Carla Holmes. Carla McMoyle. Carla McMoyle, you're also getting a $25 gift card. So Steve Hardy, Carla McMoyle, you are getting $25 gift cards. And then we have a $50 gift card. And this is going to Shirlene Holmes. Yay, congratulations, Shirlene. If you guys could direct message me on my Facebook account or my Instagram account, just send me a direct message. I will get these off to you. I will try and message you, but if you could direct message me, I will make sure you get these. And again, you guys are amazing. Thank you for being such great customers. Thank you for always being so kind and for trusting us. We appreciate you. We try to do the very best that we can do, and when there's things that we can do better, we want to make sure that we're stepping up to do that for you. So continue sharing what you'd like to see. If you've got ideas for a show, if you have anything that you want, that you think that we could do better, go ahead, bring it to us in a nice way, and we'll be glad to try and help you out as best we can. Thank you, everybody, for joining the Facebook Live. Happy Customer Appreciation Month, and I really, really do appreciate you. You guys are awesome.